Hello there.
Hi. How
are
you doing
you?
today?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Okay, we're going to do this a little different than normal.
Oh, all right.
This is something that we've never done on this show.
Okay.
Choose your own adventure. So
Okay.
I have two possible ways that I want to start the show out,
Okay.
and I'm going to let you choose. Do you want to take the light, like to the left, is the light conversation that is like, we'll spend 15 minutes talking about something and realize that we've gained no ground, but we've managed to take up a 25% of the show, and then we can move on.
Okay.
Or you can turn to the right, and we will jump right into everybody's trying to take our rights away and slippery slope and that whole thing all over again.
Okay.
And that'll also get us about 15 minutes.
All right. So I want to cover both of those things. but first, let's start off light just to ease into it.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Okay. What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
I'm thinking about homesteading. Do you know what homesteading is?
I do. I do. I think you should. I think that's a great idea.
Okay, so I've been watching a lot of videos. For those of you that don't know, homesteading is like trying to get as close to self-sufficient living as possible.
Yep.
Okay, so I've been watching a lot of videos. That's what I did this weekend, was preparing to homestead.
That is hilarious. How in the world did you get on homesteading videos?
How does anybody do it? TikTok.
All right.
So I started watching this guy on TikTok, and then I just ended up on YouTube looking at homesteading videos, and like what I need to put in my go bag and
Awesome. Okay. I love it so far.
So here's what I figured out.
Okay.
I think I can do it,
Okay.
except I don't know that I want to go full self-sufficient. Like, okay, collecting rainwater.
Okay.
That's fucking stupid when they can run it right to your house. So
All right. I'm thinking you
Shut up.
missed like
Shut
the
up.
introductory video.
okay, so electricity. So the way that the guy that I'm watching does it is he bought all these solar panels,
Yeah.
and then he's got them run to some batteries from Teslas.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where he got 6 Teslas, but he's
Jesus
running
Christ.
all the power into these batteries.
Hold on. If you can afford 6 Teslas, why in the fuck do you need to be self-sufficient? You're already self-sufficient.
No,
You just pay
I-
somebody to do everything.
I'm sure he just got them when somebody crashed their car and trying to use the self-driving thing and it crashes. And I think the self-driving option is just a way to help homesteaders get batteries.
That's
But
how
anyway.
they advertise it.
But anyway, like I don't know where I can get used batteries, and that seems like a lot of fucking work. So I
Right.
would just use the power that comes to the house already.
Okay. So far you're good. You've got water and power.
Okay. Now, other than them two things and internet,
You're not going to make your own internet?
no, I mean, even he doesn't make his own internet. He just, I don't know what he does. But anyway, and then like his sewage shit is he's just got like a, whatever, I don't know, pipes it away from the house or whatever. But
Yeah.
if I'm already using the city's water, I might as well use their sewer. Like it doesn't make sense for me to poop in a bucket.
No, yeah. I mean, you're already using their water.
So the bottom line is I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Like there is so much work that goes into it. Like just like I don't want to start a fire. I want to turn on the microwave. Like imagine having to like raise a cow to eat it. Like I'm hungry now.
You're hungry. You better start raising that cow now. It's not just a lot of work like at the beginning or whatever. It's like literally every minute of your life is consumed with, all right, how am I going to get food and water? And where's my shit going to go? That's literally all that you think about. And sleeping. You sleep and worry about where you're going to get food, water, and where you're going to shit. every day.
So one of the things that I've been interested in for a long time is like tiny house living or living minimally.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Jesus.
I go down this. Okay, so I start looking at how much is land, and then what size house do I need, and okay, so I need a house where I need a place to record, and I got a bunch of tools, so I need a place for that, and like all the other shit that I've collected throughout the years, I don't necessarily want to get rid of that, so I need a room for that. So my tiny house is like 14,000 square feet.
You got this tiny house mansion. just get a mansion and park your tiny house in the driveway. Like, look at my tiny house. All my stuff is back there.
Because I really like the thought of not having any possessions.
But you
I
like
hate
that
the thought of getting rid of all my possessions.
So aren't those two? I mean, like, I like the thought of not having them, but I hate the thought of giving them away. Is that what you're saying? That, I mean,
No,
so
okay, right here. I'm looking straight down to my left.
Yeah.
I have a fish finder. Okay, I haven't been fishing in 20 fucking years.
But and not only is it packed away in a box, but it's right, like, literally just out, like, next to you.
Okay, so it's
That's confusing as shit. Why?
so what it is a TV monitor with like a 40-foot cord on it, and then at the end of the 40-foot cord is a fish, but inside the fish is a camera that feeds to the monitor, and it's got like night vision on it. So when I lived in North Carolina, what I used to do is take the fish finder thing down into the water, like where my work was right on the water, you know?
Yeah.
So I could drop the fish down and see what kind of treasures are down there.
Did you ever find anything cool?
No, I never did it, but that's why I had it.
But you can't get rid of that because
That's what I'm saying. So that was one of the few things that I had that made it through the hurricane.
oh, Jesus Christ. What? Whatever it is that you lost, you could have, like, taken that
Anthony,
instead.
I've been in your garage, okay?
Uh-huh.
You don't have a whole lot of room to talk shit.
I do, because if there was a hurricane, I wouldn't take my fish finder.
No, it made it through the hurricane. I didn't take it with me. When I came back to the house, it wasn't damaged.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like the story of you, like, you know, I gotta have the fish finder. So, okay, if I said, why don't you throw away that fish finder right now? Could you
No.
Could you do it? Why?
I might need it.
What What if I said, Doug, it will make your life 3% better if you throw away that fish finder, and then we can find other things, and your life can get like hundreds of percents better.
I just thought of a contest.
All right.
Win Doug shit.
I think that would help you. I think that's a great idea. It would help you, and it would be funny.
Okay, so like one of the things that when my daughter and her boyfriend lived here, they left. My daughter's boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend, who is a complete fuckhole, he left his PlayStation 3 games, I think they are.
Oh,
So
sweet.
I think they're at like PlayStation 5 now, so these probably aren't worth anything.
Do you even have a PlayStation 3?
No, but there's like 25,
Perfect.
there's a stack of like 25 games down there.
Sweet.
So I could just send them to somebody like, hey, you won.
I think you would make somebody's day if you did that. I was looking through some of my old shit the other day, and I came across a this is so stupid, a magazine, but it was like a Xeroxed copy magazine of how to make your own sex toys. So if anybody wants that,
I feel like we've lived two different lives.
yep. I don't know where it went. It was sitting right here.
I'm not
yeah,
looking at the screen anyway.
I took pictures of it, and because I thought it was funny. It's like I like that kind of weird shit. I have all kinds of weird shit like that, and just the thought of sending that to somebody is like, but I want it. But I have no use for it. So maybe we could both stand to give away some of our garbage. I don't want to say it like that. Some of our treasures.
Treasures, yeah, that's collectibles.
If anybody wants a Xeroxed copy of a book called Go Fuck Yourself on how to make homemade sex toys,
Okay, so to do this official, we need to figure out a way to get people to enter.
Mm-hmm.
Like for each drawing, maybe once a week, one of us, like we can alternate what we're
Yeah.
giving away. Like you don't have to buy anything. It's no auction, nothing.
No,
it's just
nothing like
give
that.
it away.
Yeah.
But you do have to pay shipping and handling.
Yeah. I'm not going to pay twice for something that I'm throwing away. So
Okay.
it sounds like your stuff might be, I mean, like 25 PlayStation 3 games or like a Xerox copy of a magazine. Like there's a little bit of a, yours is actually worth something.
Yeah, but
All my shit's sentimental.
yeah, and you can't put a price on that. I mean,
Right.
a pawn shop can, but you can't.
Right. Oh yeah, but so yeah, as long as you're willing to pay shipping, I'll send you all my stuff. How are we gonna do it? How do you figure we do that?
So that was homesteading.
Are we are we gonna like take just patrons or what? Just send shit to our patrons?
Yeah,
Yeah. But what if they don't want it?
No, that, God damn it. What I said is we're going to pick something like, okay, you do it first this week. You put a post on Patreon
Yeah.
and just say comment below if you want to win.
Yeah.
And then we'll use like a randomizer.
Okay.
And then whoever wins, like they have to know that if they put their name in, they are
They're
legally
getting it.
obligated to pay shipping.
All right. Perfect.
So like 25 PlayStation games, the shipping's going to be probably $300.
At least. just send Doug a PlayStation 5 and he'll send you the games. It'll be like a wash.
So all I care about is I don't want to be out any money to give away my stuff.
Right.
So whatever it costs, like actual shipping, that's what you have to pay plus handling. And my time is valuable.
So you just
I
keep
can't stop
throwing in
myself.
more- you just, plus handling for me taking care of it for you for so long. There's a storage fee because I've had to store this for this whole time.
And you know, with the economy the way it is and logistics and COVID-19 tax,
It's right.
vaccine fee.
Oh Jesus. I'm surprised we're not there yet. Vaccine fee.
All right. So other thing. Now we can talk about how they're trying to, hold on. I want to see something. 16 minutes and 12 seconds. Fucking nailed it.
We're keeping it tight.
Okay. So I've given you my thoughts on when Walmart asked to see your receipt at the door.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember what I said?
I think you said it was fine.
Okay.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
close enough.
Yeah, it was it's their right or whatever.
No.
It's fine.
What I said was it's some old lady just doing her fucking job.
Yeah.
And it's not big enough deal to me. Okay.
Yeah.
So went to Walmart yesterday
Mm-hmm.
and I was walking out and for some reason, I just thought it would be funny to say this. I held up my receipt to the old lady and she was going to wave me by, you know?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to need you to look at my receipt
What? Why? What?
because she wasn't, I'm such a cuck now that I'm just pulling it out already. So it's like, no, you're going to look at this. And that's what I suggest everybody does anytime they go to the store now. Not just Walmart, anywhere. Anybody that even looks like they work there, you just tell them, I need you to look at my receipt.
Just get like a lanyard and keep it around your neck. All your receipts from every shopping visit around your neck. So, what did she say?
She looked befuddled.
She's like, really? We don't really do that. This is all just for show.
Okay, so here's all the way home. You know, I have a fucking hour drive home from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting more and more pissed off at this, where I'm at in my life and what I'm willing to accept in my day-to-day life.
Okay, now you're getting upset. All right.
Yeah, so this whole thing with the receipts just hit me, and I realized that I took a stance that I was okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
But here's what I was thinking. Okay, so you go to the store, you give your money to buy something.
Yeah.
That at that point the transaction is complete. It is now your something.
Right.
You own that stuff.
Exactly.
Okay. So as soon as you walk by somebody and they say, I'm going to need to see your receipt, they are accusing you of theft.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So in my mind, I've justified it by saying, you know what? It's not a big enough battle to sit there and make an ass of myself and belittle this stupid old cunt that's sitting here asking me for my receipt because she's just trying to do her job.
Right.
Okay. Now, inevitably, they are coming to take our guns. We know that as fact.
Absolutely.
It may not be in our lifetime, but it will happen for sure.
I'm thinking like tomorrow, but anyways.
Okay. When it does, here's what I thought. Am I just going to say, well, I'm not going to yell about this. This guy's just doing his job.
Right.
It's the same thing.
If every single battle is not worth it, are any of them worth it? I mean, it seems trivial and stupid to yell at a lady at Walmart, but sometimes you got to yell at ladies at Walmart. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not willing to stand up when it's stupid and trivial, you won't be willing to stand up when it's important for sure.
So, okay, so that is a huge jump, right? Getting from asking for a receipt at Walmart to cops coming to your house to take your guns.
Yes.
But what if you take it we'll go 50% further.
Okay.
What if the stuff is from Walmart is at home and one of them fuckers in them recycled vests shows up and says, hey, I need to see the receipt from the stuff that you bought earlier? That would be fucking crazy. Like, no, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I've never.
No,
heard
I
of
just
that.
need to come in and look around. It just real quick. Just me and my highlighter. We're good.
He's got his little scan gun. I'm going to need to scan all your stuff. Make sure it didn't come from Walmart and you got a receipt for everything.
Okay. So, of course, that seems like, well, there's no fucking way I would allow that to happen.
Right.
Okay. So take it 25%.
Okay.
You're driving home and he runs up to your car at a stoplight and says, I need to see your receipt.
I think I've heard of that happening, right?
Okay. So you would just like
Drive
No!
away. No.
But at some point, we've gotten to where it's like, oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All of it. Everything is fine. Like, we're not willing to. And not only that, but the people that do say, nah, you're taught to look at them like they're the bad guy. You know what I mean?
No, but you yourself have handed over your receipt when they ask for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And you know how I always try to corner you or something and say, well, what have you done about it? And you don't care any more than I do if you're not doing anything. Mm-hmm. What if we commit to each other right now to never show another human being our receipt ever?
What,
I don't care if it's a gift.
what
No,
if I need to return something?
no. Then you're
Every time
caving.
somebody hands me a receipt, just crumple it up and throw it back at them.
Eat it. There's no chance if you crumple it up and
Nobody's
throw it
gonna
at them,
see
they can
this.
look at it.
Nobody's going to see this receipt. I'm going to carry a lighter just to burn all my receipts as I get them.
Burn it as it comes out of the register.
Sticking it to the man.
So are you telling me that you won't join me in my fight to take back our rights?
Is it a right? Are we taking back a right?
Yes, the right to buy and own stuff.
Just don't show your receipt to the lady at Walmart. I mean, what? It makes you feel like an asshole. But what's she gonna do? I mean, it's
Okay.
not like she's gonna chase you down. You know what I mean?
I don't even know.
mean, am I wrong? Maybe she is.
I don't know what the laws are, so maybe and I don't know that I care. All I know is that's my stuff,
That's my stuff.
right?
Right? No, you're right. So with that, can't you, when you don't need a grocery cart or whatever, can't you just put stuff in your pockets as you're walking around the store? And then when you get to the checkout, just empty your pockets? I mean, can you do that legally? Because I think we should do that. It looks way cooler.
I think that there's a law against that, like attempted thievery or something.
Attempted, but you didn't leave. If you don't leave,
Yeah, I don't know when it kicks in. I think it's if you try to leave, like even if they see you putting stuff in your pockets, that would give them the right to search you and ask you for a receipt and everything.
I don't think you're right about that. If they see you put something in your pocket, you think that a guy just working at the Walmart has the right to search you for like?
That's not what I said.
Oh, the lady.
No, they will call the cop. They can detain you or call
okay.
the cops or call the theft prevention officer.
So you know that they like decriminalized shopping, like shoplifting in San Francisco. Why don't we just move there? What's to stop people from just moving there and being homeless, right? I mean, I'm sure you heard about that.
I thought in the sense of decriminalizing it, it just meant that you'd get tickets and shit, but they won't put you in jail.
So they have said they don't even call the cops anymore. And the cops said, we don't show up for shoplifting cases because it's like $900 or $950, whatever it is. And the district attorney has openly said that he will not, even if you arrest them, I'm not going to prosecute them. They let them go so that the store owners don't call the cops at all.
Well, then why the fuck would anybody even bother having a store there?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, if you're dumb enough to have a store there, I just live here free now, right? I mean,
so I got to fucking fact check you. I didn't want to do any fact checking today.
Why not?
San Francisco, shoplifting.
Yes, it's like they call it something. I don't fucking remember.
Change. Progressive cities. 2014.
I thought it was more recently than that.
No, it says. See, I knew I was right.
All right.
You always have shit wrong.
Always.
The city leaders are pushing back at the image after the release of Monday. Mid-year, down 9%, 6 months. San Francisco.
See, I'm right.
Sadly, it relates to crime. We've gotten a lot of negative attention. Seattle said last month, chains, even more drastic measure, target this month, shoplifting, 47. Here we go.
All right.
Some people calculate, hey, I don't want to go over the $950, so let me steal $940. If it's a felony, our officers can take action. But if it's a misdemeanor, that arrest has to be a private person's arrest.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like a citizen's arrest?
Yeah, citizen's arrest. Citizen's arrest. If the cops aren't going to take you anyways, what's the point of citizen's arresting somebody? Does that mean I could put somebody in citizen jail in my basement?
Do you know how pissed off I would be? Like, okay, let's say that I steal $600 worth of bacon.
Yeah.
And you place me under citizen's arrest. Okay. I don't know what kind of fucking putz you would have to be to quit your crime because somebody says I'm invoking a citizen's arrest. But then the cops get there and they're like, yeah, I'm not going to do anything. Just let them take the zip ties off him. Let him go.
Take the zip ties off him. It's a misdemeanor. We can't do anything.
I would beat the brakes off you. I would beat the shit out of you. And give me that fucking bacon.
I'm taking you know what? Now I'm stealing $1,200 worth of bacon.
I'm taking mine and his.
So I don't know how you can run a business in those cities or whatever, but that's besides the point. Why am I, and you, I guess, why work if we could just homestead in fucking San Francisco and not have to worry? Like, if we're homesteading and we can use the Starbucks bathroom and get all the food from wherever we want, like what's the point, right? How much can you?
I thought you would be supportive of this type of shit.
What do you mean? Like supportive of decriminalizing stealing?
Because you're always talking about there should be no laws in Wild West and all that shit.
No, so if you want to know where I really stand on it, yeah, I am. I am supportive of that, but along with that law, it should have also been, if somebody steals from you, you have the right to protect your business in any way that you see fit.
No,
then I get behind it.
You can't just fucking throw capital murder in there for everything.
Well, how is it capital murder? I'm protecting my business. If nobody else is going to protect my business, why can't I?
Because a human life is worth more than $640 worth of bacon.
I don't believe you. I think that
you've never had my bacon.
Anybody who is, if they're going to steal $600 worth of bacon, you don't deserve to be alive. You're a fucking glutton who doesn't deserve to be alive.
Possession with intent to deliver.
So people seem to miss the point of like, yeah, I don't think there should be all these laws. I think we should be able to take care of these problems ourselves. And I think that would solve so many problems. If everybody knew that if I go steal from this guy, he's going to protect his business. Yeah, they're not going to come steal from me because they know I'm going to shoot their fucking ass.
And it's so stupid when you talk like that.
What? Why is that stupid? That's how it's supposed to be.
It says,
We're so you don't.
what do you mean how it's supposed to be?
What do you mean? You're laughing. So you think that it's supposed to be somebody comes in and steals from my business. I have to, instead of defending my business, I have to pick up a phone and call somebody else to come defend my business. That's retarded. That is a retarded way to think.
No, you, my friend, are not the judge, jury, and executioner. You are not the fucking Red Devils or Angels or Guardian Angels.
I am too, the Guardian Angels. If I watch you steal from me and this business is how I feed my family, you are stealing from my family. So I should be able to defend my business. It's stupid to think that.
Okay, so what does that mean in your mind? Let's say you own a fucking corner store gas station.
Yeah.
And somebody comes in and steals some penny candy.
Yes.
So you should be able to murder them.
No, I mean, I should be able to, but you would think that I would have a little bit of restraint and be like, hey, get the fuck out of here. I would, kick them out of my store.
Okay. So now they steal 10 penny candies. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to keep going up until you get to murder. So we can just jump right there.
Oh,
you tell me
murder. I don't care. Murder. But it's not murder if I'm defending my business.
It is murder.
So, okay.
The penalty for theft is not death.
Should be. So let's say that you're the store owner and there's a guy that passes a fake $20 bill and you call the police and
they choke him out.
And the police come and they throw him on the ground and they choke him to death.
Justice, bitch.
How are you any less culpable than if you killed him yourself? Like, you just had somebody kill him on your behalf. We need to stop letting people do things on our behalf and take care of the problems ourselves.
Okay. Do you think that gas station clerk would have called the cops if he knew that was going to bring so much bad publicity to his gas station?
Probably not. Are you saying he should have choked him himself? Oh, yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. If we were,
have they made a George Floyd Day for Get Out of School yet?
Oh God, probably not. I don't know. I haven't seen one yet, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Hopefully they get it of that fucking Roman Polanski Day and make it George Floyd Day.
What the fuck even is Roman Polanski? So dumb. So don't you think that you started this whole episode out with homesteading because you want to be
because I needed to fill 15 minutes.
No, we're leaving that out. You're very adamant about homesteading because you think you should take care of yourself, be self-sufficient. But if anybody ever threatens you, you need to call somebody else. You shouldn't be able to defend yourself ever. You shouldn't be able to defend yourself or your property. Somebody else does that.
You're doing what you always do. I say one thing, and now you've turned that into you don't think that you should be able to defend yourself ever under any circumstances, ever.
That's what you said. That is exactly what you said.
Oh, then I misspoke.
So, all right, I accept your apology. Don't you think if people took more responsibility for defending themselves and were allowed to do that without going to jail, everything would just kind of work itself out?
No, of course not.
Why?
The Wild West proved that. You had one sheriff in town, and the only thing was no guns after midnight or some shit like that. And people were getting shot left and right and all over the place. You tell me that's kind of atmosphere you want your kids growing up in?
That's revisionist history.
Don't take your guns to town, Johnny.
As long as my kids have guns, everything will be fine.
Yeah, you're fucking retarded if you think you actually think that somebody stealing $10 worth of Snickers is worth murdering. That is fucking asinine.
No,
that is exactly what you said.
No, no, I said 10 cents. Get it right. So the idea behind what I'm saying is we shouldn't rely on the police to defend us and our businesses, right? I'm not saying that we should murder somebody for $10. There
I have a
has
question.
to be.
Okay, I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
0 being really fucking stupid, 100 being really fucking smart.
Okay.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm in like the high 90s, I think.
No, seriously, where are you?
96, 97, maybe 95. 95. Yeah. I put you probably in the
No, where are you? Where are you?
60s. Where am I? I don't know. I would be somewhere in the high 90s. I don't know.
You're out of your fucking mind. You think that you are smarter than 98% of the entire population of the country?
Yes. Yes. Wait, is it the world or the country?
The country.
99. I'm gonna have to go with the 99.
Can we?
No, I don't know. I would have to say I am smarter than average, but dumber than like,
So 55?
No, probably 60, 68, probably 72.
We'll go with 55.
85.
Okay. So let's assume then you know how dumb you are. 55% of the population is dumber than you. And you're telling me that they should have the right to decide on the spot whether whatever is being stolen is worth somebody's life or not.
Yes.
If you can honestly say that you believe that,
Yes.
then we will move on.
Yes.
All right.
100%.
No, that's fine. We're moving on.
No, I let me defend my position.
But you won.
No, I know. Let me defend it anyways.
Against what?
So-
There's no attack coming.
Well, that's no fun. So if the problem is that you say, okay, starting today, from now on, everybody just decides who they're going to kill or whatever. Like, our society and culture is geared towards pussing out and calling the police. So that's what everybody does. It's not going to be like it can't be a sudden change, right? We have to have a change in the way we look at the world.
August, September, and October, people with last names beginning A through G.
We got to have a fair way to do this.
Okay. Do you know all the times that we've talked in the past where I told you I would get into a slight scuffle in a bar because of something that somebody said, or even worse, somebody bumping into me? And you said, because I was defending myself.
Yeah, you weren't, but that's
I was.
okay.
If somebody bumps into me, that is physical contact. That is assault. So I had the right to assault back harder.
No. You're taking my words and you're putting a stupid person's twist on it. there's a difference between.
So you're telling me that somebody breaking into your store
Yes.
and stealing a Snickers is worse than somebody physically assaulting me in public?
No, you didn't get physically assaulted.
I got bumped.
Somebody bumped into you on accident, and
and
you're such an asshole that you took
in
it
this
as.
situation. I am talking about him doing it on purpose.
So you're saying if somebody
He went, huh.
Well, if he made the noise, then. So you're saying that if somebody bumps into you at a bar,
Assault. If somebody assaults me,
if
yes.
somebody bumps into you at a bar
Assault.
and they do it on purpose, you should be able to murder them. Is that
No,
what you're
that's
saying?
not what. No,
That's what I heard.
right. That's not what I said. I said I should be able to punch him. Should be able to assault him back. If somebody assaults me, I should be able to assault him back. If somebody murders me, I should be able to murder him back.
So, all right. So when you assault them back, should they be able to assault you back?
Not if I did it right.
All right. So then the girlfriend or boyfriend of the guy that you assaulted, should they be able to assault you because that guy was the provider of his house and you just took away that guy's money, so now he can assault you?
You're being stupid.
Why? You took away somebody's money.
No, I didn't. I punched him.
If you
I didn't take anything off him.
If you punch somebody and now they can't work, and that work that they did supported a family, you just took money from their family. You should be murdered.
Okay, so
That's funny.
I have hit several people in my life, and I have had the honor and satisfaction of knocking people out.
Uh-huh.
I've never hit somebody so hard I've caused them to miss work.
Pussy. Huh. All right. So I've got a few things that I need to tweak. All right.
All right.
But the premise is right.
Okay, I'm going to need you to look at my receipt.
All right. Good.
Oh, let's see. Do we talk about trans or do we talk about OnlyFans?
Oh, God. I'm curious what you think about OnlyFans.
Okay, so bring me up to speed. Because hold on. I'm going to tell you what I think I know.
Okay.
Payment providers backing out, so OnlyFans is getting rid of the naked people or the fucking.
Yeah. Yeah. Sort of. Yeah. Basically.
Okay, clean up the edges. Clean up what I missed.
Starting in October, OnlyFans is not going to allow sexually explicit content. It says that they will allow nudity, but not sexually explicit content.
And the reason?
The reason is because they are having trouble finding investors and they want to grow their business and nobody wants to invest in them. And I think what actually happened is MasterCard said that every provider or whatever that uploads something to OnlyFans has to somehow, some way prove that everybody involved in the production is over 18. And OnlyFans looked at that as too much of a burden, basically. So whatever MasterCard wanted, OnlyFans said we can't do
so
that.
Why not just take Visa then?
I don't know I mean, Visa's going to do the same thing too. It doesn't really matter. I mean, once one of them gets away with it, they're all going to start doing it.
Okay, so if that's truly the case, I don't. My initial thought is I don't have a problem with it.
Why?
Proving that the people are old enough, like have them check a box or something. Like
check this box. All right, our duty is complete. So part of it was, I think I missed part where they somehow wanted to make sure that the people like buying the subscriptions were 18 also. I don't know what their like terms were. Like they had to do something to prove that the people making the porn were 18 and the people buying the porn were 18. And I mean, yeah, I get it. That's something that should be done. But once you start using that as an excuse, it's just the same as everything else. You use that as an excuse to get your foot in the door. You know what I mean?
Right. But so we I guess we can't even talk about this.
Why?
Because we don't know what happened. Like it doesn't make sense that OnlyFans wants to grow their business by getting rid of 95% of the people that made their business successful.
Is it only 95? Is there anything I'm not even trying to be funny when I say this. What else is on OnlyFans?
Well, we have an OnlyFans.
Right. With nothing, we didn't put anything on it. I mean, have you ever heard of anybody putting a podcast on OnlyFans consistently?
No, but where would I hear that at? Work?
Yeah. So, Doug, did you hear about OnlyFans? So, somebody had to have Googled by now, what else is on OnlyFans besides porn? I mean, that had to be one of the first things that, like, everybody typed into Google because everybody just assumes OnlyFans porn, right?
Okay, so then my guess is it's not OnlyFans that's rolling this out.
Yeah. Like,
they probably are more devastated than the customers and the creators.
Possibly.
Well,
yeah, I mean, they think that they're going to grow their business into something else.
No, I think that they're saying that as a reaction. I think that they just lost their ability to process payments as long as they host that type of content.
Sure, just the same as what happened with Pornhub not too long ago. Remember?
Right, but now they're trying to just spin it like, yes, this is a new direction that we're taking.
Yeah.
And in reality, it's back to one of the comments that you made about big corporations making decisions on our behalf on what we're allowed to watch.
Right.
which I'm all for because they know better. They know
They
they're better.
know better than you.
They're better. They're better at obviously better at financing than me.
So there's people saying that this is a push from like behind the scenes from like religious rights activists or whatever, you know what I mean? Like trying to get rid of porn, which I could see that. You know, somehow, some way they're pressuring MasterCard or Visa or whatever. They did an expose or a research on Pornhub saying that they were basically putting child porn out there. So that's how kind of they took them down. So then now they're going at the same angle to OnlyFans. It's always that angle because they get sympathy that way. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they get backing that way. I mean,
yeah.
okay. So how hard is it? We talked about making our own crypto, and we talked about making a cult, and we talked about making a religion, and we talked about making toys, and we talked about making merch. And how hard is it for us to make our own payment processor?
I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
Can I just buy a Stripe account or whatever?
Just you buy a Stripe account and now you're a payment processor.
Isn't that how it works?
Yep. You're MasterCard now.
You take Doug.
That's what you should call it. Doug. Just Doug. It's got to be extremely difficult because otherwise all these places wouldn't be getting shut down, or you know what I mean? Like all these companies would have just figured out another way, you know? Because they did the same thing to Alex Jones. I don't know how he's getting his money, you know, like fucking Chase Bank shut him down or whatever. One of those big banks shut down his account. And I mean, it was like every bank just shuts down your account. I think this is why I've been seeing a lot lately. I think this is what people think that cryptocurrency is going to solve this problem, you know, which I don't agree with that, but.
Okay. So could we start an OnlyFans type deal and only take Splooge coin?
Yeah. If we could find the women to do it, or men, I guess, whatever. Yeah. I mean, why not? If there's women willing to do whatever they do and only take Splooge coin, then yeah, we're in. I don't know. I think that the problem is going to be...
No, if it's that easy, then why isn't somebody else doing it?
Because no woman wants to get fucked in the ass and blasted on her face for Splooge coin.
But you can launder the money, the Splooge coin, into real money.
When you say launder, it makes it sound like you're trying to do something illegal, okay? We're trying to stay above board here.
No, I'm being serious.
So am I. You're missing. You're like, well, can't somebody just do that? Yes. You know, you have to have a woman that's willing to do that, right? And she has to be hot, and people have to want to see her. You just fucking go down to the trailer park.
Anthony. Okay, I'm going to say it in words that you can understand.
Perfect.
Okay, so Bitcoin is well known.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't you just accept Bitcoin on your video prostitution site? Doesn't that skirt around the whole payment processor thing?
Yes, except for even though Bitcoin is like big, it's not big enough to like sustain. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know that it's big enough to sustain something like that. Like you don't have Bitcoin. Normal people don't have Bitcoin, right? I mean, it's not like something that everybody just kind of knows what to do and knows how to. It's not that easy. Everybody has money, like regular money.
Okay, so then couldn't somebody make a service to, like, you can buy tokens?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you give me your Dogecoin, and I'll buy tokens for the Jackoff site, and then I'll send the tokens to you for you to give to the girl, who can then give it to me, and then I'll convert the Dogecoin back into dollars to give back to her.
Perfect. I think that you're starting to see
I now see why nobody does it.
Right. You're starting to see the problem here. Everybody if I'm horny right now, I want to fire up my computer and see some women. Like, I don't want to have to go through 14 different transactions. You know what I mean?
Do you remember, when that guy sent us the $1 billion worth of Splooge coin or whatever?
Yeah.
Can you imagine being horny with your dick in your hand and having to go through that rigmarole just to look at some tits?
That would suck so much. The first thing I did was I saw that OnlyFans is, getting rid of adult content. The first thing I did was I fired off an email to that guy. I'm like, hey, this is your opportunity, as if he didn't already know. Like I'm the one that's going to tell him that this is a great opportunity for him.
So with OnlyFans coming to an end, can we go on there and like get shit on clearance?
They're trying to make as much money as they can right at the end.
Like a scratch and dent, store busters or something?
So if you had an OnlyFans right now, would you even bother like advertising your monthly subscription fees? Like everything's going to start dropping off like right now because.
Oh, I absolutely would.
You really?
Yeah. I would try to get as many people subscribed as possible. And then right towards the end, like I would drop out early, but right towards the end, I would set up an alternate way to try to keep the subscribers giving me money. Like set up a PayPal and then, I don't know, however you can just send people pictures and shit, maybe a mailing list or something.
I'm pretty sure you can't take PayPal for sexually explicit content.
Well, I wouldn't label it sexually explicit. I'd label it lawn mowing services.
Awesome. So there's other sites. I mean, there's like different webcam sites or whatever, I don't know why OnlyFans got big. So maybe whoever is running one of those webcam sites can just look at what OnlyFans did and do that. And then when you get big, switch over and we'll go to the next one or whatever. You know what I mean?
Isn't that the same method we took with this show?
Right.
We're just going to do what Joe Rogan did.
Exactly.
We're going to interview Ryan Long and that should do it.
That's what really rocketed us to the top.
That wasn't even so much as a fucking speed bump.
Is that guy still around? I haven't seen anything from him for a while.
Yeah, I assume so. I don't know. I got what I needed out of him. I don't have no use for him anymore.
So, don't you think, from the arguments that I'm seeing is that OnlyFans built their business on the backs of sex workers, and now that they're big, they're abandoning the sex workers, blah, blah, blah. I understand that argument, but I just can't get my head past like, just shut up, whore. And I don't know why.
You should have learned to code.
It irritates me when people say sex worker. Just, you're a whore. No.
There's no way you believe that.
What are you talking about? Sex worker is just a nice way of saying whore. What do you mean?
Okay, do you know what a whore is?
Yeah, somebody who sells their body for money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then whore. So I thought it had to do with sex.
Sex worker? Well,
no, whore. I thought you had to sell sex for money, not just your body.
So you're saying that if you take a fucking 9-inch dildo and shove it up your ass, that's not sexual?
I'm saying you're an idiot. Okay, whore is a prostitute.
Yes.
Does that help?
Clears it up so much.
Okay. So are you telling me that? Wait a minute.
I'm right.
Well, no, because it's like different levels of whoredom. Okay.
Even you said it. Even you said the word in your argument.
Because I was trying to be funny. Okay.
All right.
Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to say. Are you telling me that you would be as angry with your daughter posting videos of her getting fucked by a dildo as you would of somebody actually fucking her with a dildo? Are you trying to tell me that?
You had a hard time getting through that, didn't you? I can tell.
I was going to go so much darker.
I can tell you had a hard
Answer
time
the question,
getting through
Anthony.
I would be just as mad.
That's weird.
Why? Do you think that somebody watching has more or less respect for a woman?
That's irrelevant.
Is it?
Okay, so let's not talk about your underage daughter. Let's talk about do you really think somebody stripping for money, do you think that a stripper is the same thing as a escort? A stripper on stage.
I think that they're the same thing, just different levels. I mean, I think that's how it is.
Are they the same thing?
Yes, it's the same. There's different levels.
You can't get out of the fucking conversation by saying there's different levels.
You're the one that said it.
I know, but that was a joke.
But I'm saying it not as a joke, not even ironically.
Okay, so you think that somebody that sits on camera and when a token comes up, they lift their shirt and play with their tits is the same thing as somebody that blows truck drivers in a parking lot for $5.
$5, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, yes. It's like, you know how weed is a gateway drug?
What?
Best argument ever. Showing your titties on camera is a gateway drug. You're literally going to be blowing truck drivers.
They are the same thing in that they are both in the sex workers industry. LLC.
They got a union or what?
They're both sex workers. But they are not both prostitutes.
Oh, yeah, they're both whores.
No, a whore is a prostitute by definition. I looked that up.
No, you didn't.
I did. It said. I told you. It said whore, prostitute. It's derogatory for a prostitute.
Well, that's wrong.
The dictionary is not wrong.
We all know what a whore is. Whore is somebody who shows her titties for money.
No.
Or blows truck drivers. It's all the same. A whore shows you her titties. A stupid whore sucks cock for $5.
So you know I'm right.
Yeah. I want you to be serious.
Okay.
You're not being serious.
I just said okay. I mean, okay.
In your mind, do you think it's like this? It's not the same. Like there's a huge difference between fingering yourself on camera and sucking cock in the parking lot. There's a huge. What is the difference? Is one's more respectable?
Yes.
How?
What do you mean how?
How? What makes it more respectable? How are they different?
Okay. So, how old's your daughter?
None of your business.
Safe answer. Let's assume she's 18.
All right.
And she comes home and says, Daddy, I know what I'm going to do for the next year. I'm not going to college. I am going to travel Europe. And in the meantime, I'm going to, and you say, well, how are you going to support yourself? And she says, I'm going to post topless pictures on the internet and people are going to pay me money. You would be like very upset.
Yes.
Okay. But I think you would say, I don't support your decision. I wish you would rethink this.
Yes.
But ultimately you would let her do it.
I mean, if she's of age, what am I going to do?
She's 18.
Yeah. What am I going to do?
Okay. Same conversation set up. Except this time she says, I'm going to let people plow me in my asshole for scooter rental money.
Is this just like an over the dinner conversation?
Yes.
Scooter rental money.
I am sure
Awesome.
that you would be like, no, you're not in my house. God damn it.
No, daughter of mine.
You know that you would be upset, but your reaction would be much worse knowing that somebody is actually putting their dick in her versus just jerking off to her. You know that you would have a different reaction.
You just made my argument for me. They're both bad, but different levels of bad.
Yeah, they're both bad, but not the same thing.
Bad is the same as bad. they're both bad. They're bad.
Normally, you're really good at dumbing down an argument, but this time you are failing.
How is that failing? You said they're both bad,
Okay.
but they're not the same. Bad is the same.
Okay. Me stubbing my toe is bad.
Yes.
Me getting ran over by a bus, also bad.
Yes.
Different levels of bad. Doesn't mean it's the same thing. You're retarded.
It is the same
Just
thing.
answer.
You hurt yourself. It's the same. Just different levels of hurting yourself. Do you really not understand how that's the same?
Okay, I'll try this from one more angle.
You got it wrong. Try it again.
I didn't get it wrong.
So you hurt yourself and you hurt yourself, but those aren't the same thing.
No, obviously not. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you're not a fucking doctor.
Me too.
Okay, when is the last time that you and your wife went over to your parents' house?
It's been a while, a couple months probably.
Like, what about, did you go over there for Christmas last year?
Yes.
When you were leaving, did your dad give your wife a hug?
Yes.
He fucked her. It's the same thing.
See, now that argument makes more sense. I'm glad that you're starting to understand. Let me think about this and figure out how you're wrong. All right. Explain.
So that would make your wife a whore.
Explain to me how a hug and sex are the same.
Physical contact.
So any physical contact. So I've shaken your hand before. Does that mean that we've had sex?
That means you're a whore too.
Fuck. God, your logic is fucked.
Okay, that was OnlyFans.
Check. Oh my God.
How much time we got? It's been an hour.
It's been an hour already? Jeez.
Let's talk about this lady at Aldi's.
Okay. Lady at Aldi's. Oh God, I forgot about this one. I think I put this up here and I still forgot about it.
Do you think everybody knows what Aldi's is or how it operates?
I don't know. Are they everywhere? I'm not sure.
I doubt it. So the way that it works, it's like, is it poor people groceries? I know Save-A-Lot is poor people groceries, but I don't know if Aldi's still.
So I used to think Aldi's was poor people groceries, but they own Trader Joe's, and I don't shop at Aldi's, but everybody says it's starting to become more like Trader Joe's, which is like higher end, I guess. I don't know if it's higher end. I don't fucking.
So I know when I was
shit.
When I was a kid, Aldi's was like where everything was yellow with black letters. It was garbage groceries.
Yes.
Okay. When I was older and would go to Aldi's, the food wasn't bad.
Yes.
Okay. But the way that it works is you put the food in the cart and then you take your cart up to the conveyor and the scanner person scans your shit as quick as they fucking can and throws it in a cart next to them. Like,
yes.
Seriously, as fast as they can. And then you take that cart over to the counter and put all your own shit in boxes and bags and whatnot to get it out of there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they're fast. They are fast.
So with that being said, go ahead and tell the story.
Ferocious speed of Aldi checkout leaves shopper shaking and crying. A woman has spoken out of how she was reduced to tears during a trip to Aldi. So just that, like, do you believe? Okay, first of all, do you believe that this lady was crying?
Yes.
Okay. Nicola Fuller from Teesside said she was doing her weekly shop with their 3 children when she was left reeling by the cashier's ferocious scanning. She said the disgracefully rude staff member at the chain's Gucci Burrow, I don't know, refused to slow down at the checkout, leaving huge towers of groceries to pile up as the desperate mom frantically reached for bags.
Okay, so
It's
this
like
tells me
like a movie.
this tells me that this lady doesn't understand how Aldi's works.
Right.
Because you should never, ever try to make an attempt to bag the groceries as they're scanning them.
No, they have a whole, like, behind the checkouts, they have a whole counter for you to bag your shit. Like, they want you to get through. They throw your shit in the cart, you pay, get the fuck out of the way so they can bag up the next, get their shit from the next person. It's all a fast assembly line type thing. Like, get in, get the fuck out. You know what I mean?
So one time, me and a buddy of mine, Jeff, when we lived together, we would go to Aldi's and do like week or 2 weeks worth of grocery shopping.
Yeah.
And this was back when I was like full on drunk all the time. So I didn't want to pony up any money because you got to buy the bags. So we each put in whatever, $70 or $50 for the groceries and just bought a bunch of canned food and shit. So we'd have shit in the house.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to pony up any money for bags, and he wasn't going to spend the money for my side of the bags. So we wheeled the grocery cart. It was completely full of shit. Wheeled it out to his car, popped the trunk, and then just lifted the shopping cart up and dumped it in the trunk.
Awesome. That sounds like a teenage thing. That sounds like something you would do.
Yeah, I was like 25.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. So she told the local news site, I knelt to the floor to pick up the food while simultaneously trying to watch my children. I asked the cashier to please stop scanning through more food and that it felt like she was throwing items at me. So don't you feel like this is like this? I don't know that this ever would have happened, I don't know, 20 years ago or whatever. Doesn't it seem like people are just pussies? just fucking, you're crying because the lady scanned your stuff too fast?
No, I don't think that at all. I think the cashier is the one to blame here.
Why?
Okay, so if you were a grocery store cashier, clerk person at Aldi's, and your job is to scan items as fast as possible to keep people moving through the line,
Yes.
and you see what appears to be a single mom with 2 fucking kids, and they're crying, and you're scanning shit, and it's falling on the floor, and the lady's like, you can see that she's having a nervous breakdown.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that you wouldn't stop to ask her, ma'am, like, are you supposed to be out in public? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Are you supposed to be out in public? Where's your caretaker at?
You wouldn't just keep scanning and throwing shit. I mean, I would, because I think it'd be funny.
I'd throw shit on the floor on purpose.
Beep, 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 beep.
But do you think that's how this went down? Do you think that this lady literally was having a breakdown in the middle of Aldi's, and this store cashier was so callous that she just kept throwing shit at her?
Do you remember when you just told the story about when you were driving home from work, or you were at work or in the parking lot or whatever, and everything that was going on in your life got to you and you just had a breakdown and started crying?
Yeah.
It wasn't because of when you sat down, whatever, your fucking window wouldn't roll down or the stoplight wouldn't turn, but whatever it was that was what broke.
Right.
So give this lady the same benefit of the doubt.
Nah,
Maybe
fuck
that's
all that. No,
right.
No. If you're gonna have a mental breakdown, you do it in your car like a fucking man. You don't, not in the middle of a fucking store, you dumb bitch.
That way your wife can carry you into the rain.
Right. Exactly. If you feel like,
Sometimes, Anthony, I just think that you lack compassion.
yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Are you just figuring that out? You're wrong, but whatever. Just do better.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.